So, I am not autistic. Never been tested, but at 25, I'm just gonna roll with not being it. We'll never know. Believe it or not, I have been, autistically profiled before, though. Yeah, I headed to the Golden Nugget up in Danville, just trying to play some blackjack, but I could tell the pit boss was eyeing me the whole time. Yeah, heads up, we got a potential Rain Man over at table 7. And then I go ahead and hit on a 19. Oh, never mind. Not that kind of autistic. Not good at math. I must be one of those autistics that likes to make the radio noises. They thought I had autism, in school. I really don't know why. I just had trouble socializing. I was very sensitive to loud noises. I had to keep my food separate, and they thought I had it. And here's the thing: in upper middle class public school, when they think you have autism, they just take you and all the other kids who freak the fuck out when the fire alarm goes off, and they put you in a room together and have you socialize with each other. Now, that is like 6 kids who all didn't study for the test trying to cheat off of each other. No one's passing. No one's learning shit. So I in honor of the anniversary, I reread my favorite news article of all time recently. It's why Forrest Gump 2 was canceled. Now, Eric Roth, who wrote Forrest Gump 1, he had been writing the sequel ever since the original came out. And all he did was sit around and wait for world events to happen, and then he wrote Forrest Gump into them. Now that sounds like the greatest job of all time. You just sit there, do a bump of coke, watch the news, and all right. What if he's in the back of O.J. Simpson's Bronco during the chase? That's real. That was in the first draft, and I gotta say, I can see why he had that job. That is perfect. That is classic Forrest right there. Now the issue came when he submitted that first draft on September 10th, 2001. Now, here's the thing. This is how you know that everyone in Hollywood, even the people we like, are narcissistic sociopaths. Because Eric Roth, director Robert Zemeckis, I know, and Eric Roth, they met to discuss the viability of Forrest Gump 2 2 hours after 9/11. Really, they were all right, we now is the time. It's they definitely discussed Forrest Gump 2 before they talked to most of their loved ones. Literally didn't let the dust settle. I had to do it. And now here's the thing though. So they already had OJ in there, and that's 2, by the way. They had him in the Oklahoma City bombing. That's 170. So there's a line between 170 and 3K where suddenly putting the mentally handicapped guy from Mississippi is socially unacceptable. What is that line? I'm sorry, if they only got 1 tower instead of 3, shout out Building 7. If they only got the 1, would Tom Hanks have been in that room being come on, guys, we still got the 1? Put old Forrest up in that plane, they'll love it. And now here's the thing though, Tom Hanks, let's be real, he's had some attempts. Elvis, with a weird Wes Anderson one, even Wes Anderson fans didn't like. But he really hasn't had a home run in a long time. Forrest Gump stops 9/11. That is an outside the park grand slam for millennials and Gen Z. What? Just up in there now I never flown a plane before, but it wasn't that hard. Now I put it down in a big body of water called the Hudson River, and then we cut to, on the ground, another Tom Hanks reprising his role as Captain Sully Sullenberger, watching the whole thing like, that looks really cool. I should try that sometime. This is my last one. This is a new one. So I've been thinking, you know that show Ultra Wife Swap? You know, where they swap two wives from very different families? Classic show. I love that show. Now, I want that show, but you swap like retail employees for different jobs. You swap the Hot Topic and the Popeyes employees. Swap them. And that is where we end that joke. That concludes our broadcast day. I am putting the ball in your court for the rest of that one. All right, that's my time. Have a great night.